Good afternoon, TNIG. I hope that you guys are all taking care of yourselves in your bubbles and enjoying some sleeping in, and that you're all getting your daily exercise and well-being walks or whatever for the day. We're going to do online learning just for this week at least anyway, until we know some more information. Pretty similar to how we did it last year. So I've just got a little video explaining what to do, and then you guys can just work through OneNote doing the activities. So what we're going to be focusing on today is just finding where the stuff is on OneNote. You guys are going to need to be a little bit patient with that stuff, and remember that there are over 1,000 kids at the school and that everyone's going to be trying to get onto OneNote and stuff at the same time. So just be patient when we're waiting for stuff to load. I'm going to keep the work that we're doing online in the reading tab where we have been working. So we're going to be working in that same tab, and I'll show you what that is. I'm just going to show you guys how to read, use the Read Aloud software, and then I'll show you guys what the activities are. So let's have a look where everything is. Okay, so in OneNote, and obviously you guys will be a bit different, but in the TNIG folder, and then we'll just use Alfie's. What you want to do is get into the Term 3 reading tab, and then today is the Thursday the 19th, so same as normal. You guys are just going to complete the stuff here. So there's no LO or anything like that, but you should be able to go through. So what we are doing today is focusing on reading a story called Lamb to the Slaughter, and really learning about sort of some pre-reading work around that. So the first thing I want you to do is look at this word slaughter here, and write in this box here about the kinds of words or images or feelings that it makes you think about. So is it a positive word or is it a negative word? What does it make you think about? You're going to jot those ideas into this box, that box there. Then with the word lamb, you're going to do the same thing. So what kind of words or images or feelings does lamb make you think about? What I would then like you to do is write a prediction for the story. So write what you think the story might be about, knowing it's called Lamb to the Slaughter. Have a guess about what you think the story might be about. Cool. So then the next bit is using our prior knowledge. So this is a story written by an author named Roald Dahl, and it's a horror story. Okay, so it fits into the horror genre. Genre just means it's a type of horror story. So what I want you to do is, using that information, jot down 3 things that you might expect from this text. So, for example, if it's a horror story, we might expect some blood or some gore. If you know who Roald Dahl is, you'll know that his stories are often kind of funny and a bit weird, so we might expect that. If you don't know who Roald Dahl is, that's totally okay. You can just do 3 things you might expect from a horror story. When you have done that, there are just 2 very short extracts to read below. So an extract is like a little chunk from the story. So there is one here, and then when you have read that, you are just going to type in what your impression of Mrs. Maloney is, like the character. So what does she seem like? How does she seem? And what do you think of her for a start? So Mrs. Maloney is Mary Maloney. And then it's the same thing here. This one's a little longer. You're just going to think about, it talks about her moving uneasily in her chair and how we think she might be feeling, like what that sort of what that means and why she might be, like how she might be feeling. And then talk about, it says here that she's feeling frightened. So have a think about why she might be frightened. You need to read the whole extract to do that. And then have a look what you think the word bewildered means. You might need to look that one up online or use Google. So you can always copy, Control-C the word, and then go to dictionary and type that in. And we can see it means perplexed or confused. So hopefully that might help if you're not quite sure about bewildered. Make sure you pop it in your own words. And then I want you to guess 4 things that Mr. Maloney might be potentially about to tell Mary Maloney, his wife. If those extracts look a bit long and you can't read them, you need to use the Read Aloud software. So to do that, you're going to go up here, okay, up to these top tabs, so just above all the pictures, and you're going to click Learning Tools. And then what you're going to do is click this thing here where it says Immersive Reader. So when I click that, it's going to read out the information for me. So if I click that, you can see it starts the reading, and if I push play, it will read the stories out for me.
Task 1. We are going to read a
Okay, so that will help you with all the extracts, just in terms of not necessarily having to read them yourself if they're too long for you. Okay, so that should be everything that you need to get done today. If you have any questions or are not quite sure, you need to ask on Teams, and you can ask myself or Miss Jones in the normal chatty chat bit place, please. Otherwise, you need to like for attendance, just like last time. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye.